Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I am the Little Reader, and you have found your way into my house. My house. My house. Either by design or by destiny, and who's to say they're not one and the same, darling? You're here, and you give me purpose by being here. I don't just look at this little green dot just because I like it. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I know that when I look at it, I can feel on the other side you. And that, for me, is everything. Everything. So, thank you. In addition to beautiful you, we have gorgeous Dan Bright making yet another appearance here in the house. We always have a crystal homie to help ground all the love and all the gratitude and all the insanity that we channel in this house. It's nice to have a homie to help. So we've got Dan Bright. We've seen it before. It's a regular. And it's here. So let's see. If you're new to the house, hello. We channel in spirit. We read energies. We read cards. We read nothing. We read everything. We meditate. We breathe. We make jokes and movie references and try to hold back a very foul mouth. With, I'd say, relative success. It's the place to be. So, welcome. We're just going to channel in spirit and see what spirit wants to share. Ooh. Just like that. Just like the tweeting birdie. What does spirit want to share with us? Well, it's a message on gratitude, I'll tell you that. My goodness. The power of gratitude. I'm going to move this leg before it falls asleep because, psychic. I can see the future, but I can also feel what's happening. The power of gratitude. When I turned on this little red button here, the first thing that I, as the little reader, the channeler, felt was an immense wave of gratitude. That's the English word, but spirit, give me more. How can we say it? We massage the throat chakra to get it out. I hope that's not an obscene gesture. Something tells me that it could be to someone somewhere, so forgive. It's meant to simply stimulate this transmission, which is gratitude is this humbling awareness that where you find yourself is harmonious, not only for yourself, but for the universe at large. And where you find yourself is by no means something that any of your temporal aspects, meaning your body or your mind or your heart, controlled into being. With gratitude, there's an element of a gift. You find yourself aligning with the present moment in such a way that there is innate fulfillment, a wholeness, a brilliant totality that suddenly you are serving a very valuable piece of the tapestry at large. And simultaneously that tapestry is serving you. Gratitude is finding your place, even if it's just for a second, in the bigger picture. And realizing both your significance and your insignificance in simultaneity. It's realizing that your temporal aspects are in fact temporary. Your form, your link to the realm of mind as it stands now. That beating heart which anchors you as the white light of awareness within this vessel. To realize how fleeting that is an element of gratitude. In fact, Spirit would say that choosing to see the bigger picture is an enormous part of being allowed to feel the bliss of gratitude. For me as a channeler, and as someone with a very thin divide, possibly between what is commonly called sanity and insanity, and I use those words gently and with respect. Occasionally I will be channeling and receive a vision of my smallness in the bigger picture, as well as the value and the eternal nature of the love that this small thing, this small little fleeting thing that will one day be either ash in the ocean or a tombstone on a nice green plain, so fleeting. And yet the transmission of love that can come from it and through it is eternal. And to feel that, particularly during transmissions, as it happens sometimes, generates immense gratitude. And Spirit wants you to know about the value of gratitude today. That it is an antidote to nearly every woe of the mind. And it's not that we're generating gratitude, and it's not that we're generating emotions, because Spirit is retraining us not to look to the mind and squeeze chemicals out of specific thoughts, as we have done for so many thousands of years recently, but instead to look to the heart and look to the present moment. And rather than think a happy thought, we put all thoughts on equal footing and step back and allow for the possibility that all is well. That we aren't just a temporal body and a fleeting mind sitting in the present moment. But can we allow for the possibility that we are the entire moment? Can we allow for the possibility that we are the entire moment and everything in it? Every object, every person. Can we allow for the possibility that just because we can't control something, like other people and other objects, doesn't mean that we're separate from them? Doesn't mean that on some level we're not them. And that all of us are all of us. If we can slip into the witness perspective and even allow just for a second, we can go back to limited temporal, this is me and I'm gonna die and oh my mind and my beliefs are gold and everything I think is brill. We can go back to that in 5 minutes. But for 4 minutes and 59 seconds, can we consider that we don't have to consider? Can we contemplate that we don't have to contemplate? Can we move into the perspective of the witness who watches the moment and through non-judgmental, loving, accepting, surrendered awareness, we become the entire moment. We merge. We don't have to change a thing, including ourselves or others. And we don't have to judge the moment, because if the premise is that it's perfect, then we don't have to look around like good, bad, clean, not clean, ugly, pretty, hot, not sexy. We don't have to. Want, don't want. What's in it for me? What's not in it for me? Can we see the bigger picture by letting all our narratives rest for just a moment? And if we can do that, we will find that that state is one of gratitude. The gratitude was always there. We didn't have to generate it. We don't have to think of our blessings. We don't have to thank the divine, or wherever you put the divine, up, down, right, left, inside, wherever. We don't have to thank the divine for every little thing. We don't have to make a list. Spirit knows that at some point, lists and hyperfixation on thoughts and generating thoughts runs out its effectiveness. Eat the list. What's right here? Witnessing. Witnessing is here. It doesn't rely on counting blessings or being thankful that bad things aren't happening to you. Interestingly, those are both binary practices. If you spend time making your gratitude list, the natural inference and the converse is that you could also create a curse list. Horrible things in your life. If we judge some things as blessings, then that means we must judge every other thing as not good. This is a mental game. Spirit's moving us away from the mind into the heart. We're not judging anything as good or bad. We're judging everything without judging. We're seeing. And in that witnessing, we see truth. Because truth is not of the mind. Truth is the moment. And it may not make logical, intellectual sense, and that's, not only is that okay, it's brilliant. It means we're out of the mind. It means we're in the moment. We're here. And here is where the gratitude is, beautiful soul. Here. Here and now. For me, it's this room, it's this space. It's looking at you. It's feeling you. It's knowing you're there. For you, well, right now, I'm in it. But when you turn me off and you put down your phone or your TV or your laptop or your other future technology that enables you to tune into this, you'll have another moment. And then you'll have another moment. Can you find gratitude in all of them? Not by plucking out what you like, not the intellect's impersonation of gratitude. Can you find the wonder, the magic of having been God itself and choosing to come in to a human vessel and see this reality through its eyes? If you can do that, then there will be no limit to your power. Fell down. That's where we're leaving it today, beautiful soul. I'm gonna go now. Cry. A personal favorite practice of the Little Reader. And say my thanks. May you be inspired to see and say yours. I love you.